Hey Glamfam, Linwood here, and today we're going to talk about a situation that I was tagged in on TikTok. For those who don't know, I am on TikTok. I post there literally every single day, sometimes up to 10 times a day. I know it's a little excessive, but I'm honestly just answering hair questions. So it's not like, I'm not like creating full out skits and stuff. It's not an obsession, okay? It's just short form content for those who don't have the patience for my long form content here. You're welcome. I'm tagged in a lot of videos on there, and I wanted to bring this one up on this channel, not to try to shame the individual who posted the video, but to use it for awareness, because while I am petty, I'm not here trying to drag people for honest, genuine mistakes that they make. I am, however, here as an educator, and I want to use this as a learning opportunity for all of us, so you know what not to do, because I don't want to see you repeat these mistakes. So I'm going to have you watch this video for context, and then we're going to talk about it.
You guys, I tried relaxing my hair with this stuff, and I left it on for like 5 minutes, and my hair is so damaged. And my hair wasn't damaged when I bleached it. It literally feels like a sponge. It's so gummy. Like, look at this. I can literally just rip it off. Like, oh my god. So I just tried to blow dry it, and it looks so rough and dry, and like it's still like, oh my god, I should have never done this. I really shouldn't have. Okay, here's something satisfying. Wanna watch? Oh my god, I have to cut all my hair off. And I did such a good job bleaching it this time. I'm gonna cry. Why did I do this before I work at 6 in the morning? Oh my god. Guys, it's official. I have to cut it off with these because it won't do anything. It's so damaged. This is the final result. I need to call to work. I can't work. I can't work like this. Oh my god.
Okay, so at this point in the video, I would like to shout out my sponsor. No one. I just really like kombucha. I wasn't even promoting the kombucha. Like, you know, the label's not turned towards you. They didn't pay me, so I'm just thirsty. Anyway, so let's talk about this video that we just watched. The young man in this video, which by the way, I'll put his TikTok information in the description box and the top pinned comment down below, went ahead and used a relaxer on his bleached hair. And I saw a number of different things in his comment sections and a lot of assumptions that I wanted to kind of dive into. A lot of people naturally assume that because he was not black, that he should not be using a relaxer on his hair, and that's why his hair over processed. And I see the mode of thinking there, because they feel like black woman on the box, white man in the video, like what's going on? But that's not what the deal is here. The area of issue is the fact that he had prior bleached hair. Now there's a couple different things that we need to dive into in order for you to really grasp what's going on. The first of which is, notice in the video he stated, my hair wasn't damaged when I bleached it before. It was. Keep in mind, a lot of times when people look at the word damage, they think of damage like to the extreme that he was presenting there. Damage, literally, if you do any type of chemical treatment to that hair, you're enduring some degree of damage. Now, the two most caustic chemicals that we do that leaves hair on the body, the two most caustic chemicals that we do in the industry is going to be relaxer and then bleach, in that order. So relaxer is the most caustic, bleach would be the next one right behind there. They have the highest pHs out of all. So your pH scale is gonna go from 1 to 14, and a relaxer is usually gonna be about a 12 to sometimes 13 on the pH scale. It's up there. Bleach is gonna be like 11 to 12 on the pH scale. So it's up there too. Now, typically when you're dealing with the hair, regardless of your fabric of hair, you cannot mix bleached hair with relaxed hair. They don't get along real well. Like, there are ways to do things like that. Like, you have to really know the rules and be professional and have extra countermeasures and all that to be able to break the rules. You can't just go trying to break the rules and you don't know the rules, you don't know hair like that. You know what I'm saying? For emphasis, you can bleach relaxed hair. You cannot relax bleached hair. It just, I know that sounds like the same thing, but it's not. Just keep in mind, and this is exactly what you're seeing here. Like, I can go ahead and say, okay, you know what, this hair is relaxed, let me run a low volume lightener over the hair in highlights, things like that, and be able to lighten the hair safely in baby steps, but I can't take full-on bleached hair and relax it and still expect to have healthy hair on the head. Unfortunately, this young man had to learn this the hard way. So what you guys are seeing his hair do is what we call in the industry bubblegum hair. Now that's because when it's wet, it's stretchy and mushy and it feels like bubblegum. At this point, you could do protein and things like that on the hair, but there's really no recovering, so cutting it honestly was his best option. A lot of times you'll also hear this called cotton candy hair. The reason why is, like, these aren't like creative creative names, but when it's wet, it literally feels like bubblegum, like chewed bubblegum, and when it's dry, it looks like blown out cotton candy. Like, put it on a stick. It doesn't taste good, trust me. That's why we call them that. At that point, your hair is damaged beyond return when it's literally pulling off like that. Like, you can protein, but you're still gonna lose a lot of hair. So honestly, shaving it off in this instance was his best bet. Now, let's say for instance, you've tried something like this and you're noticing your hair is stretchy, but it's not quite to this extreme. You can do a protein treatment on there and be able to do that. I would also like to state, just because I think a lot of times I get questions on this channel about like, well, what should I do if I have low porosity relaxed hair or low porosity bleached hair, things like that. It doesn't exist. When you bleach or relax your hair, you have bumped your porosity up. So even if your hair was low porosity when you started, when you put this chemical on here, because it is so caustic, it blasted out your porosity level, and now you're gonna have a whole different situation going on. And of course, while I'm filming, people decide to start mowing the grass, so that's gonna make editing. So every time I do a video, like, someone's always like, let me get on my motorcycle, let me ride down the street and do craziness, let me turn on every lawnmower I have, and I've got 17. Like, that's always what goes on. And nonetheless, I want to make sure that I covered this with you guys, because this is, believe it or not, this is a really common mistake that I see in the industry, and I've had to fix things like this on so many instances, and at this point, at this extreme, it's not fixable. So the best thing we can do is prevention. So one thing I would really encourage you to do is, anytime that you're thinking about doing a chemical, please read the warning label, because literally any box of relaxer will tell you on the warning label, and there's a lot of warnings on there. It's like this much warning in small print on there. I'll try to find it so I can pop it up on screen. We'll see if we can put it here. There are a lot of warnings. Now, the aspects of that is it will tell you, do not use this on hair that has been lightened or bleached. Do not use this on hair that has been permed. Do not use this on hair or scalp that is blah, blah, blah. A lot of them will even go as far as to say for professional use only. That is not because professionals are using it, because a real professional really doesn't want it and over-the-counter, like, we just don't like those. The reason why they say that is because it legally covers their own butt, so that way they don't have to worry about whatever lawsuit you might come up with. So just bear that in mind when you're picking chemicals out to put on your hair, that if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of times even for a skilled stylist, we're limited in options that we have to be able to fix the mistake for you. So I hope that this video has been insightful, has helped you out, things like that. If you'd like to check out the young man's page, please do so by checking out in the link down below. I just ask that you don't try to send him any hate or anything like that. That is not the intent or purpose of literally any video I've ever posted. It's all love over here. We're petty, but we're not ugly. And if you want to find out more tips like this, or if you'd like to learn more about how to properly care for your hair, things like that, as well as my product recommendations, check the links down below. I've got a link to my hair care guide on there, as well as my favorite recommended products and all of that. So yeah, until next time, take care, God bless, and stay glam. You know I love you, boo. Bye. Girl, why are you up in here? This every interruption possible. Lawn mowing, tablets, children with uncombed hair in my house. Name it, every interruption possible. What are you doing? Okay, I love you, bye. Okay, I love you, bye. But for real though, y'all, like, 5-year-old, like, we're gonna start auctions. I'm gonna start the auction at like 1 stick of Trident layers, and like, you know, just let me know your best bid. Comments below. Let me know, like, you can have her. Someone's gonna be like, I'm calling CPS. You're the worst dad ever. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, love you. Bye.